Yeah, so I feel like I have like a new appreciation. So like growing up, my uncle was active duty and I got to see like that impact that had on my cousins, like being their same age and then like not wanting to leave grandma's house because they're PCSing again and they don't want to move again. And like Atchison is home even though they live somewhere else. So I got to see that impact like firsthand with like inside my family being active, and then coming here, it's like an opportunity to like see that in a different scale. So like helping them, like being here for them in their support system, because like in the pharmacy we might see that a mom who's got like her 3 kids and like let's help them out, like get them out, support them because like her husband's overseas helping and fighting to like serve us. So it's really rewarding to get to help and serve them in that capacity. And like there is a place in my heart for that because I got to see it growing up, and I know it can be kind of rough. Irwin Army Community Hospital is it's like a different community here. So like some communities, like I said, it's kind of like disjointed in here, but here it's kind of like you get to know everyone that you're working with and all the different departments. It's a little more integrated, but also like your patient population. So you get to serve and have purpose in like serving the families and service members that like protect us. So there's like a different kind of purpose behind like working here than just like your patients. Like I want to help patients, but you're like helping patients, but you're also helping the people who help us, that like give us the world we get to live in. It's interesting because, like we do vaccines and stuff, but like readiness here is like we're going places, we're seeing places, like we have to make sure we have like travel vaccines, and like otherwise you don't really do a lot with vaccine, like readiness vaccines too much. Like here and there someone might take like a trip and they might need a vaccine for that, but here it's like we're rapidly making sure that everyone's ready to go to any of those places that they could possibly go to. So like readiness in the pharmacy is like we move a lot of vaccines and like have to do inventory and keep up on that because of like the travel aspect of our young population here and the potential for travel. So readiness is something that I didn't get a lot of exposure to in previously, but since I've been here I've gotten more exposure to it. That's the same with like deployment stuff. Like pharmacy has a big part of like deployment readiness, making sure you have your medications like wherever you're going that gets you through, because if you're going to like a remote site, like we have to do that as a team, make sure that you have all you need to make it until you like see a provider or another pharmacy again, which is not something I was exposed to before. So it's kind of fun to get to be on like Fort Riley where there is a young population. Like there is the opportunity for like education and support in a different way. So like it's kind of hard to explain how unique that is, because like what we see here isn't going to be the same as like a civilian pharmacy where they see like the older population where you're like at an increased risk for like stroke and heart attack. Like not saying that our population isn't, but it's just not as common because we're like a younger group that's in really good shape. We do a lot of like physical training for that purpose, and so it's kind of cool to see that and then see like all the kids. We see a lot of kids in our lobby and like throughout the hospital, which is fun. You don't always see that on the civilian like side because the population is different. So that's kind of cool, and that's a benefit from like having primary care in the same building, is like you get to see a whole different side of everyone all together working, intermingling together for like our younger population.